In the last stream we did our customized controlled system, and also we checked the gun attributes. So Moksit, what we are going to do today?
Hello everyone. So today, as you know, for our shooter game, we needed a weapon selection UI, right, so that we can select the weapon. And we also wanted to showcase a mechanism where after selecting the weapon, it will show the weapon stats. So basically, today we'll be showcasing what we did today in office regarding that. Along with that, we'll be working forward with it on working on its HTXs right now.
So let me share my screen. So can you just explain what we did today in the office and what we can continue from here?
So yes. So basically, as I said before, we wanted a weapon selection UI, right? So we wanted to like get the references from different games first. So if you move forward above here, you can see that we had taken some examples from different games such as Valorant, Call of Duty, CS:GO, and many other games. So what we did is we parts of some games and like applied it in our game, and when we created all these elements from the start. So basically, in our game, we have a total of 11 weapons, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Am I right, Premji?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we have 11 weapons, and in the 11 weapons, we wanted 6 of those weapons to appear randomly, and the player can choose any one of those 6 weapons. So we wanted to showcase the UI for the 6. This is just a mock-up. We have chosen these 6 weapons as mock-up test, and as you can see here, homing gun is the one which we have selected. So our idea is that whenever the player selects the gun, there will be a green outline on top of it to indicate that that player has selected the weapon. And after selecting the weapon, on the right side of the weapon selection, you can see all these details regarding the gun. This is important because the player can decide on which gun to choose before actually starting the match. He can check on the damage multiplier stats, he can check on the total ammo, he can check on the fire rate, etc. Many other stuff. And this lock-in feature, we actually took it from Valorant. So basically what happens here is, once you select a weapon, you have to click on the lock-in feature, and then the weapon will be locked in so that you can use that weapon in the game. Otherwise, if you don't lock in, I assume that the game will randomly select out of these 6 again. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So it will be randomly selected. You don't want that, so you have to make sure that you have to lock in the weapon before you go into the game. So currently this is the amount of work we have done just to showcase how it would look. This is just a rough idea. Our 2D art team and UI team will be working on creating these elements and making it much better, and then we'll be implementing it into the game. So for now, we'll be working on edge cases. Edge cases as in, like, what will happen once we click on the login button, what will happen like once the timer runs out and the login button is not clicked. So those are the edge cases which we'll be working on right now.
Okay, cool. So we can start duplicating the screen, and we can name different edge cases or the state. Okay, can you just create 5
copies?
Yeah, 5 copies.
Okay, 5 copies then.
Okay, so just put a header for each screen. Default.
First is the default one.
Yeah.
Second one,
selected state. Just think as a user behavior, what the player will do.
yeah.
So default selected a gun, and once selected, what he can do, he can lock in.
You can log in.
Okay, now comes the edge cases.
Should I just give the heading as edge cases?
Yeah.
I named this edge cases. Then next one.
So this edge cases is when the player wants to reselect any weapon. Like just suppose he choose any gun mistakenly. Now he want to change the gun before the timer ends. This is not edge case. I think we want this feature, right? So
I'll just put it as a reselect weapon.
Yeah, this is not edge case. We want this feature.
Okay. Edge case 1, timer runs out.
Cool. Okay, so let me just think as a flow.
Or should I write it down here in text?
Yeah, I think it will be better for developers, and when you make document, it will remind you, because after this process you cannot rethink it again.
Yeah. Okay.
And also write down this. Okay, too much detail. We already have in the document. Cool.
Default selected, locked in, undo, reselect, timer runs out. Okay.
So what happens to this lock-in button in Valorant after time?
After timer runs out, it vanishes.
Vanishes, like fade away animation.
It like
what is the transition between this screen to the game starting? Will a new loading?
So after there's a loading screen, and in that loading screen it will basically tell the map name, and it will be a background of that map from a top view angle.
Can you create a screen here?
I'll see if I can find one.
No, just do this thing. Just duplicate the BG image we have from the game. Write down starting, match started, something.
later.
Okay, cool. So this is it. So make it in a proper document, have the image and explain everything, and just check on the pointers again. Like, are you making the right pointers or not?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, and export this, or you can like just take a screenshot and edit, or you can export it one by one and you can edit on the document. So just make another tab on the GDD, just write a weapon selection screen or pop up.
Weapon selection screen, and then I'll add these images and write about that.
Yeah,
Got it.
you have written already. You just have to paste it on document.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. So this is it, guys, for today. We are not able to play the game because I have another meeting right now at 8 p.m. So we'll come back again with more updates tomorrow. Okay. Let's say bye, Moxit.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope this was helpful. Bye.